Yeah, and I think a great place to start with all of that is understanding what is attorney work, what's owner work, and what's manager work. And there's going to be some attorney work that only you can do if you're the only attorney in the business. Uh, but some manager work may be something that you can delegate. So we'll talk about and discuss in the module what are some items that you might be able to delegate to take a load off of your plate and redirect your focus to owner work. And one thing that we've talked about a lot on our podcast over the years, Seth, is that uh, the big value that comes, in a law practice is when the attorney is able to do more owner work than manager work. And, you can get so caught up in trying to put out fires in manager work that you don't have that time set aside for doing the things that owners can only do. Looking at, what is your profit margin? Where is your opportunity for marketing? And what is going well in the business? What is not going so well in the business? And being able to examine that on a regular basis so that you always know how your business is doing at any given time.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so important as we think through the module and the lessons that we have set out that you dedicate that time for the weekly CEO hour. Dedicated time that's non-negotiable, that you will focus working on your business and not in your business. Establishing that habit and that routine will be so important to you to make sure that you're looking across all of these roles with clarity, maybe a little fear and trepidation because it, reveals the truth about how your practice is doing, and that can be a little scary. But also then once you've identified maybe those areas for improvement, what to do with them. And that kind of leads to the next lesson, the attorney bottle.
Yeah, and the attorney bottleneck is, there's just so much that the attorney has to do on a day-to-day basis that things start to pile up and things just don't get done, and then clients get frustrated by the fact that things aren't being turned around on time, or they're being turned around, but they are being turned around to the client with mistakes. And so it really is a way to examine what is causing that problem. Is it something that I'm doing that I need to adjust my workflow for? Um, and perhaps is there something that I can delegate to somebody so that everything isn't stopping with me? Can I train people? Can I develop a system well enough that I don't need to look at something so closely as I have in the past? And um, I point everybody to the bottleneck audit worksheet. Fill that out. That's a great way of examining, what might be problem issues for you in your law practice. Um, and what I love about this module is that we give you, the opportunity to examine what do you need to stop doing first.